What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, going back to another Drumeo video. Yes, indeed, Drumeo fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bot, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Maddie, and this is actually Maddie's prioritized request for the month of October for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Maddie. Hope you enjoy the show. Maddie wanted to see me react to this. It's a Drumeo video of Kenny Aronoff hears yes for the first time. Now, have I seen this video before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have seen the video in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start watching this video and I suddenly go, wait a second, this is looking a little familiar, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have no idea what song it is Kenny Aronoff's going to be hearing from Yes for the first time. It just says Kenny Aronoff hears Yes for the first time. It could be any one of their songs. I have no clue. So I'm going into this blind, folks. We're gonna have to experience this one together, I guess. Let's see. This was posted by Drumeo. No surprise there. And the video has 1.3 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Kenny Aronoff hears yes for the first time. I still don't know what song they're doing. I may know the song, I may not. I mean, I may be going to this just as blind as Kenny is. We'll have to find out, I guess. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
The fans are gonna love this.
Or they're gonna hate me. How could he do that? I can't memorize this stuff. We'd be here for a week. I could rehearse this, but I don't want to record this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bam. F***ing hell.
All right, Kenny. The time has come.
Bring it on, baby doll.
How are you feeling?
I feel great, man. I had some sushi. I feel proteined up.
Perfect. So for anyone who isn't familiar with your playing, I'm sure they've heard you on the radio somewhere, but maybe
yes,
just
they have.
explain to everyone watching a few of the artists and bands that you've worked with over the years.
Well, live and recording, I did 17 years with John Mellencamp, 10 albums. Then I went over to Bob Seger for a tour, and I did a couple of his albums. Then I went to John Fogerty from Creedence Clearwater. Joe Cocker record, toured with him for 10 years. Melissa Etheridge, I toured with her 10 years. Shell Branch, I did 2 records with her. Joe Satriani just did 2 of his records. Sting, Elton John, Chris Cornell from Audio Slave, Springsteen, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Chickenfoot, I did not record with them, but I was in that band when Chad Smith had to go back to his day gig. Highwaymen, which is Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, Waylon Jennings. I played with Little Richard, B.B. King in the R&B world. Buddy Guy did an album with Glenn Hughes and Tony Iommi from Sabbath. I've done Alice Cooper. I toured with the Smashing Pumpkins, the Adore Tour. Over 300 million records sold, 1,300 gold, platinum, diamond certified records, and that's the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
The one
I
and
knew.
only Kenny Aronoff.
I've known who Kenny Aronoff is. He is, man, you talk about a working man. This guy puts in work. I mean, he's been nonstop touring for, God, it's been like 40 years, 50 years, something like that. The guy is very well known and very well respected. I know who he is. When Maddie requested this and I saw the name, I'm like, I know exactly who that is. Exactly. So when he started mentioning these names, I knew a few of them. I knew he played with Satriani. I knew he played with Alice Cooper. I knew he played with B.B. King. He actually has played with Bo Diddley. I knew about that. I don't think he mentioned Bo Diddley. I knew about Chickenfoot when Chad Smith did have to go back on tour with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He subbed in. I knew that. But there was a lot of names there that he mentioned that I did not know about. I didn't know he played with Springsteen. That was a bit of a shock to me. So, I mean, the guy, like I said, he's very well known, very well respected. So let's see what he's going to do with this. I'm curious to see what song they're going to throw at him.
Need I say any more?
Not really.
Yeah.
The rules are simple. We're going to give you a song with the drums removed. You have the freedom to do whatever you want with this song. You can make a chart. You can do as many takes as you want and kind of build on what you've done. And at the end of the video, we'll play you the original with the drums in.
So I came prepared. Nobody's done this, I don't think. I think whatever you play me, I'm going to use brushes.
Just get ready for that machine.
Yeah, you could put this with anything.
So you learn songs and charts all the time. We had to dig deep to try to find some stuff that you probably wouldn't know. Here we go.
I don't know this song. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, I know that one. I recorded on that one.
Yeah, right.
Great song.
Do you know it?
No, I don't. The beginning is very orchestral. Reminds me of when I did orchestral music.
I've never heard this song before either, so this is going to be new for me as well. From what I can hear, the drum parts, it's 7. It's in 7, but the drummer is playing like, if I were a drummer and I heard 7, I would either try to come up with a 7 pattern, or I would try to come up with a 4 and 3 pattern. From what I'm hearing in the drum parts, the drummer has come up with a 3 and 4 pattern, as opposed to doing the 4 first and then the 3. So he's got switched around. That's actually really cool. I 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, as opposed to 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. That's really interesting. The 7 phrase, 3 and then 4, as opposed to 4 and 3. That's odd. I like it though. I like it. It's going to be really interesting to see what Kenny comes up with.
The chorus thing sounds so familiar.
I'm sure when I tell you what band and what record this is from, you'll know it.
All right, so give me the, I'll put it in my computer and I'll start doing my chart thing.
I think you were just saying the other day that when you're on a gig with Sammy Hagar, you have 23 hours from the time you get the call to when you're playing. You're used to charting out stuff in all different styles of music, and I'm assuming you have a method to do this quickly.
Yeah, well, I hope it's quickly. I just go measure by measure. Once I figure out that intro with all the odd, time, then we get into the verse and the choruses. It starts to repeat.
Yep. Wow.
So,
He's going to chart out the entire song? Okay, when you say chart out, I mean, are we talking slashes or are we talking actual notation? There's a big difference. I mean, the shortcut way would be like, okay, you'd write, V1, verse 1. and you could put, you could just write down 8 measures 4/4, 4 measures 3/4, back to 4 measures 4/4, back to, you could just write that, and that would work. Or if he's gonna actually take the time to notate every single thing, man, that's gonna be a while. That's gonna take some time for sure. At least he's gonna actually notate the entire chart out. A 5-minute long chart will probably take at least half an hour to completely notate. If he really knows, I'm sure he knows what he's doing. I mean, like I said, the guy's a legend. Probably half an hour, 45 minutes. Let's see what he does.
We get into the verse and the choruses, it starts to repeat.
Right, look at that.
Just so you know, this is what I got so far. 7/8, 7/8, 3/8. You do that 4 times.
Okay, so he is.
It keeps the same figure, but more instruments are added, and you do that 4 more times again until it gets to where we are. You guys can go have some drinks. I'll be here for a little while.
Yeah. So he is.
So right now, Kenny's starting out the entire song, and if you've never seen a drummer do this before, you may be wondering what exactly he's writing out. Well, you're in luck, because we just launched a brand new course with Kenny Aronoff called Off the Charts that will teach you how to quickly learn any song, anytime. You'll learn about note values, bar counting, how to write down any groove or fill, and ultimately learn from Kenny himself, one of the most prolific session drummers of all time. Enrollment for the course is now open. The link is down in the description, and we'll see you inside the course.
Okay.
For those of you who have any dreams or aspirations of being a professional drummer, now I'm not a drummer, so take what I'm about to say for what it's worth. If for any drummers out there who have any dreams or aspirations of ever becoming a session drummer, drummer for hire, professional drummer, I very strongly recommend you take a look at that course. If you're going to get to learn from one of the legends of session drumming, how to chart, how to learn songs quickly on the fly, this is invaluable. This is a tool that a lot of drummers do not have and do not know, and it's a handicap. It really is. So if any of you guys out there are drummers and you have any hopes or dreams of becoming a professional drummer, you really might want to check that out. It sounds like a masterclass, and you definitely want to take advantage of it if you can.
3 times. Finally, we're out of the quagmire.
So Kenny, are you writing out, like, obviously you're not hearing the drums, are you writing down what your drum part is going to be, or just form?
With the 7/8 and 3/8, I'm writing the form. I'm not writing the parts. Now I'm starting, when the verse comes in, I'm starting to write down what I'm gonna play. So I don't want to give it away because I'm trying to figure out where the brush solo is, but it's gonna come in there. Hell. You're changing tempo, you're changing ideas. I could rehearse this, but I don't want to record this. I gotta practice it.
Definitely practice it.
I might leave the first verse open to just kind of, you know, the introduction of the verse, let it just vibe out. And then I'm thinking the second verse, you know, like maybe do a cross stick, you know.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, with the cross stick, I like it.
So, first take?
Oh, that's not even a take. This is called blocking it out with no, it's just getting through the song. Man, the transitions are insane.
Yeah, they are.
I typically do is get from the beginning to the end, even with making some mistakes in the first pass. Then the next time, it's like I get it locked in. The next time I'm locked in, and then also now I can perform. I can't memorize this stuff. We'd be here for a week.
Yeah. Ah. He's syncopating his cymbal hits with the guitar accents. That's smart. That's really smart. Check it out.
I assume this isn't typically what you're playing.
This is not typically what I'm playing. I've had stuff where, you know, you're doing something 7 or you're doing something halftime, but this is definitely like in the hardcore yes mode.
Yeah. You want to try this from the top again?
Oh, this has got to be way different than what whoever did this, right?
You're correct. I love your version, dude. This is awesome.
Well, mine's more like meat and potatoes.
The fans are going to love this.
They are. Or they're gonna hate me. How could he do that? Okay, here we go. Could be the final with brushes.
On that 4/4. Maybe a little cymbal color here and there. Like that. Yeah. Well. There he is again, putting in his hits with the accents from the guitar parts. I like that. I really like that. I have no idea if that's what happens on the original recording, but I like this approach. I really do. Like the swells. I was gonna go cross stick on the second one. Oh, yeah. That halftime type of feel. Bomb, bomb. Yep.
Jealous hearts. Only through love changes come. Change, changing places. Root yourself to the ground. Capitalize on this good fortune. One word can bring you round. Changes. One road to loneliness. It's always the same. One road to happiness. It's calling your name.
I have no idea how accurately he's playing to the original. I don't even know if he's in the same feel. I mean, the original could be more of a straight time or even double time feel. I have no clue. But I gotta say, what he's playing feels good. Oh man, it sounds good. It feels appropriate. Like what he's coming up with feels like it belongs. So I love that. I absolutely love it when drummers come up with their own interpretation. Now, like I said, I don't know how the original drums go for this song. I mean, maybe he's by accident, he could be playing it exactly like it is on the original recording, but I very seriously doubt it. But what he's coming up with, it fits. It absolutely fits. I'm digging what he's playing. Really am.
Change, changing places. Root yourself to the ground. Capitalize on this good fortune. One word can bring you round. Changes. Change, changing places. Root yourself to the ground. Word to the wise, where you get what's coming. One word can bring you round. Changes.
Dude, that's gnarly.
Takes a while to write a
7,
chart
7 to
like
3.
that and to understand, then to own it, and then to be able to go through sections and where the tempo changes right on the section.
Yep.
I chose to go into halftime, and it's just slowed down. The only way you can own that is to do it over and over and over again. Like if I came back here tomorrow, the more I play this, the more I'd start stretching out.
Love it, man.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna play you the original with the drums
Oh my God.
and tell you what this is.
It's like yes.
It is yes.
Oh, okay.
It's the 90125, Alan White on drums. The song is called Changes.
Those vocals, I mean, I just didn't want to say yes and say there was another band that sounded kind of like them, and I was like, it came off like, God, you don't even know that band? As soon as the vocals come in, you know it's Yes, but I didn't want to commit.
Were you a big Yes fan?
Huge Yes fan, and Alan White and I were really good friends.
So we're gonna play you the original here,
Oh,
and
good.
I think you might be surprised. You have no idea what this drum part is.
Have not a clue.
Me either.
All right, here it is from the
I
top.
have no clue either.
How was it? Was all on snare?
I think so.
No, it was kick drum too.
Oh, with kick. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
both hands on the snare.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh. I went.
He was playing halftime in this section. Do, do, da, do, da. And in the recording, it's straight time. Okay, so the kick's going to be what sets it up then. With that eighth note pickup, probably.
Oh,
Dun, dun, yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
I went.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saved the double time for later.
Oh, he did it with the roll. Okay.
That's cool. So I did that before.
He did.
He's doing it afterwards. We flipped it. Wow.
Yep.
So I did that thing too. Wow. First of all, I love it, and that sounds like Alan White, and I completely I see what he did, and I agree with it. It's just another version, but he would stay out of the accents where I played the accents. with
played on
bass
the
a lot.
accents,
and that's
yep.
a whole nother philosophy, and I've done that too. You just drill, you let the band play the accents, and you keep this foundation. The
Yep.
thing that was cool is that
Here's the thing, though. What he's talking about is he relied on the accents to, kind of guide him to what he was going to play. Alan White apparently let the band play the accents while he just played his feel straight through. If I were in his position, I would have done the same thing. I would have followed the cues of the accents and played with them because the accents feel heavy. The accents feel powerful. They feel poignant. And if you hear keyboards, vocals, guitars, and bass all playing on those accents, instinctually you're going to want to follow suit. If I were in this position and I was doing let's call it a bassio video, and I heard the drums and I heard, guitars and I heard keyboards. Okay, well, there's two scenarios in my situation. Drums playing the accents or drums not playing the accents. But if you hear the guitars, the vocals, the keyboards all hitting the accents, for me, if I heard the drummer obviously playing with the accents, then obviously I'm going to follow suit. If the drummer's not playing the accents, but everybody else is, I'm going to probably fall on and err on the side of safety, and I'm gonna play the accents too, just because majority rules basically. Everyone else is doing it, I better follow suit. Even with the drummer playing straight through, I still would probably hit the accents as well. So it makes perfect sense. I don't blame him whatsoever for what he did. That makes perfect sense. I would do the same thing.
bass a lot. And that's a whole nother philosophy, and I've done that too. You just drill, you let the band play the accents, and you keep this foundation. The thing that was cool is that, which I'm tickled at, is that he was using cross stick in that second verse, but he did it gut, do. I just went, we both went for the cross stick.
Yep.
And later on, he went, gunk, gunk, and I just did it the first chorus. He did it later on. So it's kind of like, that's cool, man. We were all
You're on
kind
the
of
same
sort of in the
wavelength.
same pot of musicality.
Yeah, a lot of similarities. Like all the rhythmic stuff you accentuated was there in his part too. But cool to hear how it was in different places.
Yeah.
And there's that one fill, I think, at the end of chorus one, the big
Yeah.
kind of classic Tom fill, which is cool in there too.
It's cool, man. The exercise is brilliant.
Nice, man. And now you're ready for the Yes gig. Kill it, man. Thanks a lot for doing this.
Oh, I want to try one with brushes. Here we go.
Only through love changes ground. Changing places. Root yourself to the ground. Capitalize on this good fortune. One word can bring you round.
Kenny Aronoff did it. He brought the brushes.
He did.
Told you. Learning a song on the drums is different from any other instrument. You're not looking for keys and chords. You need the kick, snare, and the hi-hat patterns, drum fills, cymbal crashes, the tempo, the style and the arrangement of the song. You need to know how to start and end a song. If you hesitate, you'll throw off the entire band.
Will.
In Off the Charts with Kenny Aronoff, I'll show you how to create your own drum charts for popular songs. You'll learn note values, bar counting, and how to write any drum beat you hear in any song. By the end of the course, you'll be able to scribble a guide to any song. The cool thing is you'll be more confident performing live or in the studio. A good chart lets you get into the music immediately. It's your safety net. One glance and you know exactly where you are in the song. These are the techniques I've used for over 4 decades to create thousands of charts for artists like John Mellencamp, John Fogerty, John Bon Jovi, Elton John. That's a lot of
John Bon
Johns.
Jovi, I
Plus,
didn't
you
know
get
that.
a book with notation and blank staff paper so you can start making your own charts. Click the link to check out the full course, and I'll see you inside the class.
Again, drummers, any of you have any aspirations or dreams of ever becoming a professional drummer, you might want to consider taking that class. You really might. Cool. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was a Drumeo video entitled Kenny Aronoff Hears Yes for the First Time. This was a request from Maddie, and this was actually Maddie's prioritized request for the month of October for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Maddie. I hope you enjoyed the show. Oh, this was fun. I love doing these Drumeo videos, man. I do. It's always interesting to see drummers coming in and being put in the positions that they get put into. And each time it's a little different. Sometimes they just come in 100% blind and, you know, they just do the best they can. And other times, like with the Mike Portnoy video where he was playing Numa, they gave him all the tools and all the abilities and all the tricks and the trade that they could possibly give him to help him along. So it's always different. And I like that about the Drumeo videos. It's never the same thing over and 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 over again. This was fun. It was a lot of fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to experience. It's a little tricky when I don't know the song. I went into this, number one, I didn't know, I just knew it was going to be a Yes song. I didn't know which Yes song it was. When I found out it was a song called Changes, I'm still kind of in the dark because I'm not familiar with that song at all. So it was kind of weird hearing what he came up with, and then hearing after he came up with what he came up with, which I thought fit like a glove. Then later on hearing what was actually played, I was like, okay, I see both. I see both being, you know, absolutely valid, obviously. But it was interesting to see the different approaches, yet at the same time, so many parallels. It was a lot of fun to watch that. And I think a lot of that just comes down to experience. Kenny Aronoff's been, man, to say he's been around the block is a bit of an understatement. When I saw I was doing a reaction video to a Kenny Aronoff video in Drumeo, I thought to myself, I immediately thought to myself, this is going to be good. This is going to be great. And I'm glad to say that I was not disappointed. So, having said all that, let's get to the score and I'll tell you how I came up with it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 9.1. Yep, 9.1. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel this video deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 9.1. What does that mean? Well, a 9.1 would translate to an outstanding, amazing, impressive scale rating because, let's be honest, that was an outstanding, amazing, impressive video. It would also get 5 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. So there you go, a 9.1, outstanding, amazing, impressive scale rating, 5 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. First things first, this is the very first video of the month of October, and we're starting off with a 9. I don't think that's ever happened on the channel. I think this is the very first time where I've given a 9 as the very first video for the month. So that's a first as far as I know. It was hard to grade this. It really was, because I know I have still, even in the video, they did not play the entire song. At least, I'm okay. Let me rephrase that. I'm sure they played the entire song for Kenny, but within the context of the video that we saw, we did not see or hear the entire original song start to finish. So I still don't know how the original goes. I have an idea. It was really cool to see what Kenny came up with. If someone had just given me the audio from what Kenny Aronoff came up with and played the drum parts that he came up with against the drumless track and said, "This is it. This is the original song," I would not have questioned it. I would absolutely not have questioned it. It sounded like it belonged. Everything he played sounded like it belonged. From the halftime feel that he came up with, hitting on the accents, the unit that, even though on the original, from what I understand, Alan just plays right through it. Kenny was hitting on the accents. It sounded right. It sounded correct. This was actually, the more I think about this, the more I'm kind of at an advantage, because not have ever hearing the original song before. It kind of does put me a little bit of an advantage, because there is no comparison for me, because there's nothing for me that I can compare it to. So everything that Kenny came up with sounded like it belonged. It really did. It sounded really cool. I liked his approach to the 7. He came up with a 7 pattern as opposed to the 3 and the 4 that Alan came up with originally. That, from what I could gather, that what Alan came up with was like a 3, a 4, a 3, a 4, and a 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's what it felt like. Where Kenny came up with more of a straight 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. That was interesting. It was really cool to see the contrast between the two. And then when you heard the original played back compared to what Kenny came up with, it was like, okay, so we have the same, but and this is what's so one of the really cool things about music is you can take the exact same beats, the exact same counts, and you can come up with 2 completely different interpretations, and they both work. It was really cool to see that. Same thing with the comparison of the halftime to straight time. Same thing with the comparison of hitting on the accents as opposed to playing through. Same thing with, putting the cross sticking on the 1 and 3 as opposed to the 2 and 4. And I'm talking about phrasing, not beat. Phrasing. It was really cool to see the comparisons, and a lot of the times Kenny would come up with the same concept, the same idea that Alan came up with, just in a different place, different placement, within a different phrase. So it was just taking these 2 ideas and switching them. I thought that was really cool to see as well. This was just fun. It really was. And watching Kenny track everything out, watching his learning process, it was really nice to see as well. It's always good for me, and it always kind of validates my own personal feelings when it comes to learning songs, I put a lot of stock into charting. I absolutely do. And I have no problem writing charts. There's a lot of times, though, where I'm told, especially as a bass player, where I'm told no chart. You know, you have to memorize it. We don't have music stands on stage. You just gotta know your part. So I'll come up with cheats, and I'll sometimes I'll still write little cheat charts, and I'll tape them to the stage. So the crowd can't see it, but I can see it. I just use my peripheral vision, or while I'm, got myself down and I'm, the deep waist headbang, whatever, I'll just kind of stand there. And the whole time I'm doing the deep waist headbanging, out of the corner of my eye, I'm looking at the chart going, okay, here we go. We're coming up to this section now. And then I come up and I know what we're going to do next. I do put a lot of stock into charting. I absolutely do. And anybody that ever wants to become a session musician, studio musician, whatever, you really need to know how to read charts, man. You don't have to, but if you know how to read charts, or even better, if you know how to chart, it is an invaluable tool, and it will open doors for you. I guarantee you it will open up more doors than if you don't know how to chart, or if you don't know how to read charts. I know musicians that don't, and they work, man. They absolutely do. But if the more tools you have at your disposal, the more doors and opportunities will open up for you. I guarantee. And in closing, I know this video did feel a little bit like an advertisement for Kenny Aronoff's masterclass. And look, you did what you gotta do to promote yourself. I absolutely get it. If you're a drummer and you have any dreams or aspirations of becoming a professional drummer or a session drummer, studio drummer, whatever, you may want to take a look at that class. You really do, because it will help you. It will open opportunities for you. So think about it. Definitely think about it. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun to watch Kenny work and see what he came up with. And it was pretty impressive how, I use the word accurate loosely here, but he came up with a lot of the same ideas, just not in the same places. So yeah, man, I had a lot of fun with this. It was fun. It was impressive. And that's how I'm coming up with that score of 9.1. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here at a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 9.1, which is an outstanding, amazing, impressive scale rating, 5 out of 5 stars, and an A letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.